For some reason I thought this place was called Bighorn. Don't know why, but that's what I called it. It is not. It is called Longhorn. Fine place to stay also. Well, end of our last day on the road, really. We'll be home tomorrow. We're in Dubois, Wyoming. We were going to stay at KOA. Went in there and the guy says, well, if you don't got any reservations, I doubt if we have a place for you. We might have a place in the corral, wherever the heck that was. Then he goes in and says, I'll check. And he comes back out, oh no, we ain't got no room for you. Now, that place has all kinds of grassy yards. We could have put our tent anywhere. And they'd have probably charged us $35 each. Instead, we backtracked about 8 miles, 6 miles, to this place. It's called Bighorn. As you can see, they got camp spots. You can see the bugs flying around too. And the camp spots here are across from the showers. Now, who would have thought of doing something so silly? Battery went dead on that last one. I don't know where it ended up at. But I was just saying about the bathrooms here and the showers, right across from the tent spaces. I don't know how many of you have gone someplace and they put these tent spaces on the opposite side of the campground. Now the RVs don't need a shower and a bathroom, but the tent places do. For you people that are watching that own RVs, RV campgrounds, come on, pull your head out. Cause this pretty good setup. $17 a night each, because we got one tent spot. Here's something for you that we screwed up on many times. We'd go somewhere and we'd tell them we need 3 tent spots because we have 3 tents. Well, they'd charge us each one $45 for this spot, and then another spot and another spot. So when you do your tent camping, go in and say, how much are your tent spots? They will tell you. Then say, how many tents can I get in that spot? They will tell you. There you go. You don't have to buy a whole bunch of tent spots for 3 tents. Just buy one. That's another dollar saver from RAThbun. More tomorrow. This is our last camp out on the trip. Thanks for following. But this is a little bitty town. That's just about it down there, and it wraps around the corner a little bit. So that's all I got to say about this town. I'll send you a picture from the campground. We got Wi-Fi. We had a nice dinner there at the Cowboy restaurant. They always have good food and too expensive. You got to stop in if you're going through Dubois and you're hungry. This would be a good place for you to stop if you want to need a place to camp. They got cabins, RV spots, tent spots naturally. One thing I don't understand is why they have no picnic benches in the tent spots. It seems like that'd be a thing you'd need. So I just borrowed a chair, and I see somebody's already borrowed it from me. That guy right there, as soon as I get something, he takes it away from me. He's like a big brother. He just steals my chair when I'm not even looking. Feels good to get them boots off, don't it? Oh, got my boots off. Oh wow, I can smell that over the telephone. Jeez. Alright guys, that's the last video for today. We'll take one tomorrow morning. I'll see if I can download this for you. Have a great evening and a good night. Good morning guys. I just wanted to show you this shower unit for this place. That's kind of important on my list when you stay someplace. Having a nice clean shower. This one has the sink, toilet, and shower in it. That's pretty handy. You don't find that everywhere. You've seen the other video of the shower before. I'm going to walk up around there if we have time. We're waiting on the last member of our tribe. Wherever he went, he disappeared. Here, go up here. Oh, I'm about out of battery. Might not be filming much with this camera today. Didn't have a chance to hook anything up to a charging unit last night. That was a bad thing. There was no electricity in them campsites. None to be found unless you wanted to sit in the bathroom. But this is the entranceway to this place. It's a little ways off the road, not far. That building up there is the road. The only problem we had was people slamming their car doors all night long. And then they would lock their car. So every time they would get something out, they'd have to unlock it so the lights would come on and brighten up our tents. Then they'd get it out, slam the door, hit their lock, and so then you got the horn, and then you gotta wait for the lights to go back on. One guy did that at least 10 times last night. They were doing it all over the park though. I guess they were afraid somebody was going to steal their car they were sleeping in or next to or whatever. I don't know. Right up there's the road. And this place is called Bighorn, I believe. I think so. Yep. If not, I'll change it in the caption right here. But right there's the road. You come right down here and right to the office. Looks like they got some kind of food over there. We better check that out. It's a nice place. I'll stay again. I will. All right, we're hitting the road. Might be it for this camera. Hopefully this one's done a good job. Oh, they're selling rocks. I'm not hungry for rocks. We're still in Dubois. We're having breakfast before we take off. And back at the Cowboy restaurant. We like it there. Got a late start because it is going to be cold over the pass here. I don't know how much recording we will do from this point on. You've seen most of it. This pass takes us over, end up in Jackson Hole, then on over into Idaho and home. So that, we've already filmed all that. Battery's about dead on the other camera because didn't have a place to charge it up last night. But I had a pretty good time, and I had a great time meeting all you guys out there at Sturgis. And I am amazed at how many of you are following my adventure. I hope I've kept it kind of entertaining. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you when we get back. Well, we're back in Idaho. Victor, Idaho. Just we'll be west of Jackson, about 30 miles or so. I don't have to look. But we're in Idaho, and it got hot. So we stopped, took off the heavy garments, and now we're changing over to light garments, naturally. That's about all I got to say. We're in Victor, and we're always waiting on somebody. Can't think of who. Our next gas stop will be down there at Idaho Falls. And from Idaho Falls, I could make it all the way home. I don't know if we can on the evolution motor there. So we ain't got many more stops to go when we're done. Victor's just a little bitty old town. So that's it. Don't know if you can see that or not, but that's 1,793 miles. Yeah, I'm home. Bike looks a little haggard, a little dirty here and there, but we made it. Sorry about that jerkiness. Made it home about 4:30. I had to run in there and get in a shower because the freeway was backed up for about 40 miles had construction going on, and actually they had to have the cops out there stopping people in the middle of the construction because they weren't doing what they were supposed to do in the construction area, so it backed up the construction. I don't think that was a wise move on our state police department. So I got too hot, and I don't mess around with heat stroke or none of that. I came straight home, jumped in the shower, got some cold water on me, made myself pretty. Had a pretty good trip this year. We had a few close calls. On the way home today, 2 cars crossed the yellow line into our lane coming head on. I don't know, like if we were invisible. Sorry. Well, I hit a button and that disappeared that. Hopefully it saved it. Anyway, I don't know, maybe we were invisible today. Had some other mishaps, close ones. I think the reason we're here and unscathed is because of all the well-wishers out there that did so. I couldn't believe how many people were saying safe trip, safe travels, all that stuff. You don't even really know me. But I guess that's the way the biker world is. We don't want to see nobody get hurt. I don't care if you're riding a Honda or a Harley. By now, the other 2 guys, one lives another 18 miles, the other one lives about another 30 miles further. And by this time, they're home also, safe and sound. Thanks for following me. It really makes me feel good to see how many people really find my crap interesting. And I do my best to make it interesting. So, enjoy this video.